Welcome to a brand new TV show spoiler review here, Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg. Today, I am breaking down season 4, episode 6 of the Amazon Prime Video show, Invincible, titled "You Look Horrible." This is a full-on spoiler review. So, as always, guys, before I get into my spoiler thoughts on Invincible season 4, episode 6. Full spoilers ahead, so if you've not seen this new episode of Invincible, click away, watch the episode, come back here, then let's chat. Let me know your thoughts as well down in the comments, and let's get into this episode. So, last week's episode is definitely the best episode of the season thus far. And I thought they followed up with another really strong episode here of Invincible, where we're basically split off into two groups in these episodes. The first half is the Grayson family, where where Mark is recovering from the injuries he had in the fight against Conquest last episode. So you're seeing months of bonding time between Oliver and Omni-Man. And that I thought was a really important element of the episode because obviously last week Nolan goes back to Earth and really tries to avoid Oliver at all costs. He does not want to be another burden for Nolan. Last week was his thought process. Like he shows back to Earth. He wants Mark involved in the war, and he has his conversations with Art and Debbie. He never comes close to talking to Oliver, never wants to see Oliver. And a lot of this episode revolves around that conversation that Nolan had with Debbie, where Nolan said that his love on Thraxia was a mistake. And all of that stuff. And Oliver then feels like on his side that he's a mistake. Like, is his mom is a mistake? Is he a mistake? Again, he was a baby at the time of the Thraxia incident 2 seasons ago. So it's not like he has these core memories of him and his mom, while also trying to save, Debbie's become his mom now. And I thought there was a really nice moment where Oliver's like, mom, and he had to clarify that it was Debbie. And then later in the episode, he just called her mom again. I do find that to be really important, one of the nicer elements of the show. So you have Oliver and Nolan training for months. Like Nolan wants him training. They said it would take weeks, maybe months to get Mark back. Mark and Nolan are growing these large beards. Nolan does put out a whole grave site for Conquest, and Oliver was really pissed off about that. And they're training, they're killing these animals or killing these dragons or whatever to eat. And I thought there was a nice moment where they're trying to steal this mom's just one of her eggs, and Nolan's like, I gotta finish the job on this. And Oliver's right, which is like, we don't want to kill her. First of all, we need more eggs, and killing her means we don't have any more eggs, but there's just no necessity to do so. So there were definitely lessons learned. Obviously, Oliver's training now under his dad. Also, I think Nolan did learn a lot being one-on-one with Oliver. But obviously, Mark wakes up, and they were not there to catch him waking up, so he scurries over to the Conquest site. And Mark did not realize that. He thought he was by himself. So the fact that he realized that they're both alive is good. They enter the war later in the episode. We also get Zoe as well as Alan. They were stuck on that Viltrumite ship. They get off the ship. They were playing video games, which was really funny in the episode. Nolan pushes her onto that main planet to be safe. I love when she came back and I was like, I don't know how. He's like, why did you come and save me? Alan said. And she was like, someone has to finish this video game we have to finish that video game. And he says, that's a perfectly valid reason for you to save me. I thought that was such a phenomenal line and delivery from Seth Rogen. So we see Throg and we also see General Craig. Craig's voiced by Clancy Brown, Throg voiced by Lee Pace. And they want to attack the main plan because again they have a mole on the inside of the resistance where Thaddeus is. They pull on a full-on Viltrumite attack on this planet. So many innocent people are getting killed off left and right. That's when Mark, Nolan, and Oliver make the save. Throg, which is very important to note here, never comes down from his ship in the episode. He's overlooking everything. He keeps talking to that skeleton head, which is obviously supposed to be the previous, I guess, person who was running Viltrum again. I haven't read the comics and I'm trying to stay away from any breakdowns because I just want to be surprised at what happens on a week to week basis with the show, not knowing the direction the show is going to. But Throg obviously it does fascinate me that he never comes down and fights during this battle. Craig does, all the other Viltrumites do, but he does not. He does not make another plan until the Graysons blow up his ship, and then he calls for everyone to escape. We get a really good scene as well with Thaddeus talking to Alan, and Alan's kind of shocked about how many of the innocent lives were lost. And Thaddeus says, well, it's a war. We're not going to win every battle. People are going to die along the way. But, and Alan's like, so many people died. Like, it wasn't just like one, two, like hundreds of thousands of people are dead now. And again, Thaddeus knows in his mind the sacrifice for the bigger plan, which is winning the war, not the battle. Because again, he killed billions of Viltrumites, and he still sleeps at night knowing he did that. So this is like nothing for him. And I thought showing the two of them at odds in that way, I thought was a really smart way. But the big ending to the episode is Thaddeus's new plan, which is to attack planet Viltrum. Go to the Viltrumite planet and attack them there when they're not at their strength. They're rushing back. Don't let them regroup and make a new plan. Attack them on their home ground. That will be very nerve-wracking and exciting to watch. We are only down to the final 2 episodes of the season. We already know there will be Invincible season 5. So this is not the last 2 episodes of the series, but it's the last 2 episodes of the season. I'm interested if we ever come back to Earth in the season. I'm interested if Robot and Monster Girl being stuck on that world will ever come back in this season, or are we just fully focused on, the war at hand here. So and the post-credits scene seemingly shows Conquest being alive as dust settles around his funeral site. So Mark's not going to be happy learning that Conquest is probably once again alive, and we're probably going to get a part 3 to his fight with Conquest. But I'm very interested. Throg is a very interesting character. I want to know why he's not fighting, why he's this powerful Viltrumite running the land. I'm very excited to see that. The decisions and Nolan having to fight other Viltrumites on his home planet, as well as Thaddeus. That will be very interesting as well. So I love this show. It's still one of, if not the best show on television, in my opinion. So I'm excited to be covering this for the final 2 episodes. What are your thoughts, guys, on Invincible Season 4, Episode 6? Let me know down in the comments if you like videos like these. This is the channel for you. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers as quickly as possible. It would really mean a lot for you guys to subscribe because I do movie, TV show reviews, out-of-theater reactions, box office breakdown shows, and more. Also, please hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon.